Om Shri Sai Ram. In this session, we are going to start application of determinants, okay, and as well as matrices, okay. And already we have discussed the application, one of the application of determinants, which is finding of area of a triangle as well as finding equation of a line joining points. This is one of the application we have discussed in earlier classes of this chapter. And now today we are going to start one more application on determinants, which is finding the solution of system of linear equations. Understand, as you know that system of linear equations, you know it, and you also learned that how to find solution of system of linear equations by elimination method. Understand. So, if three simultaneous equations are there with three different variables, what we can do is we can choose any two equations from those three equations. So, and we have to eliminate one of the two variables, and we will find the value of the other variable. Simultaneously, we are going finding the values of the other variables as well. That is what you have learned in earlier classes. And today what we are going to do is we are going to use matrix method to find a solution of a system of equations. We have to see some remarks and all. After that we will start the solution of the finding solution of the system of equations, okay. So, here solution of system of linear equations using inverse of a matrix. Basically this method is called matrix method. We have several methods are there to find the solution of system of equations. This is matrix method is one of them. See here we have system of linear equations, okay. See, this is a general way of writing system of equations. A1, B1, C1, whatever the coefficients are there with the variables are there, no. So, those are all are constants only. Whatever you can see here, A1, A2, A3, B1, B2, B3, C1, C2, C3, those are all constants, and D1, D2, DT3 also is a constant. And also we can write the given system of equation in matrix form as well, okay. And here x, y, z are the what variables, as you know it, right. In this we are going to find the solution of these variables. We are going to find solution of these variables by matrix method, okay. Yeah. The given system of linear equations can be written in the form of matrix method, in the form of matrices, okay. So, what is that? I can write the given system of equations as Ax is equal to B, where A is nothing but all constants, which are all constants. These constants are coefficients of all these variables, okay. And that I have chosen as matrix A, and this x, y, z variables, that variables I have chosen as a matrix X, and this B, matrix B, which is column matrix, right. So, that I have chosen as B, matrix B, D1, D2, D3, those are the entries for matrix B. And here what you can see if you suppose if you multiply this, you will get back to the linear system of equations itself. See, if you multiply A1 into X plus B1 into Y plus C1 into Z, that gives a first row, right, first row of this matrix. And similarly you find all the what you can multiply the second row with first column, third row with first column, you will get Ax1 A1x plus B1y plus C1z is equal to D1, something like that you are going to have. This after multiplication this also becomes column matrix, so we can equate it. On other side also we have column matrix, so that we can equate it, we will get back to the what linear system of equations. So, in this form we can able to write, you just remember that. So, any system of linear equations can be written as X is equal to B, not only for this is 3 by 3, right? There are 3 system of equations. You can see here there are 3 system of equations. This we have written in the form of x equal to b, and also we can write suppose if two what two system of equations, there are 2 system of equations. In that case there will be only 2 variables, understand? Okay, if you have a 3 system of equation, we must have 3 what variables, right? So next, yeah, here we have 2 cases, and one case is yesterday we discussed, right? What is that? If the matrix is singular, if the matrix is non-singular, whether inverse is exist or whether inverse does not exist. When inverse exists, when the matrix is non-singular, when the inverse does not exist, when the matrix is singular. Understand? When the matrix is singular, determinant of A is equal to 0. Okay, then inverse does not exist. If determinant A is not equal to 0, non-singular. The matrix will be non-singular if determinant not equal to 0. In that case, we can find inverse, right? Here also we will discuss 2 cases. One is if matrix A is non-singular. Non-singular means what? Determinant of A is not equal to 0, understand? Okay, then its inverse exists. Now how can we show that is? So any system of equations can be written in the form of x equal to b, where A, x and b are the matrices. Here what I am going to do is I am going to multiply A inverse on both sides. Okay, I am just multiplying A inverse, right? So with this I will group these 2 terms in the next step. See, here we grouped it, A inverse into A into x is equal to A inverse into b. Next what we can say is A inverse into A is what? Identity matrix, right? Identity matrix into x is equal to A inverse into b. Identity matrix into x is the x itself. So x is equal to A inverse into b. Okay, what is x? The variable matrix. What is A inverse? Okay, inverse of the matrix A, and what is b? B is b itself. After multiplying A inverse into b, you will get the what solution of system of equations, understand? With condition that the matrix should be non-singular. Okay, if it is singular, then the solution does not exist. Okay, I hope you understand. We have to find the solution of system of linear equations. What we have to do is we have to write down the given system of equations in this form, x is equal to b, and you have to write what is A, what is b, and what is x. After that, what you can do is you directly find A inverse. How are you going to find A inverse? So we have formula, right? A inverse is equal to 1 by determinant of A into adjoint of A. Okay, so this gives the determinant inverse of A. Once we find out the inverse of A, then you multiply that with this, that gives the what solution of system of equations. It gives the values of the variables. That itself is a solution, and you can verify it. You can verify your answer after finding the values of all the variables, and you just substitute those variables in the given system of equations. Somewhere if you substitute those values after finding the values of x, y, z, you just substitute here, and the equation, any of this equation you can substitute according to the problem they have given. Okay, so after that what you can do is what you will going to have, so the equation will be satisfied. Okay, so this is what, if in case the matrix is non-singular, okay, then only we can able to find the solution of system of linear equation, and this method we can call it as what? Matrix method. Next we have another case also we can discuss. What is that? If matrix A is singular, okay, if matrix A is singular, okay, I will talk about that consistency and inconsistency of linear equations later. So now case 2 here is, what is that? If matrix is singular, what is the condition for matrix is to be singular? That is determinant A is equal to 0. So then if determinant A is equal to 0, we can find what? Adjoint A into B. as you know that how to find adjoint of a matrix A. Write the first, find out the cofactors of matrix A, then take the transpose of it, it will give the adjoint of A. Now, here we will have what, two more cases, that is if adjoint A into B is equal to 0, and if not equal to 0, what is the system of equation will be. So, now if adjoint A into B is not equal to 0 in the sense which is 0 matrix, which is not equal to 0 matrix, then solution does not exist, and the system of equations we can call it as inconsistence. That we can say the solution does not exist for the given system of equations. Okay, that is what the inconsistency, solution should not exist. Okay. Suppose if adjoint A into B is equal to 0, where capital O is a 0 matrix, then system of equations either may be consistent or inconsistent according to the given system of equations, and it can be having infinite number of solutions or there is no solution. These are the possibilities. Okay. If matrix is singular and if matrix is non-singular. Okay. Next, just now I told you what is consistency and what is inconsistency. We can say the system of equations are consistent, then it does exist solution. Okay. It has more than one solution. Suppose the solution does not exist, then we can say the system of equations are inconsistent. In simple way you can remember this. If the solution exists, then we can say the system of equations are consistent. If the solution does not exist, we can say the system of equations are inconsistent. Now, we are going to solve some examples on exercise 4.6. Here, what is that? Examine the consistency of the system of equations. How are you going to examine it? What you can do is, see, these are the system of equations. Here there are two system of equations, another two there are three system of equations. So, here there are three variables, here also there are three variables because there are three system of equations, but here we have only two system of equations since we have two variables which are x and y. Now, I will take the first example. These are the system of equations. Earlier we told that what is that? We can express this in the form of matrix. What is that? I can express that as Ax equal to B. Understand? Now, we have to write what is A and what is B. How are you going to write what is A and what is X and B? See, I can write matrix A. What is matrix A? Matrix A is nothing but the coefficients of the variables. This gives, what is the coefficient of this variable? 1. What is the coefficient of this variable? 2. That gives the first row of A. And here 2 and here 3. Okay. And what is X? X is nothing but what? X, Y. Now, what is B then? B is what? Which is on the other side, that is 2 and 3. Okay. Suppose if the system of equation may given like this, 2xy minus 2 is equal to 0. What you can do is you have to reduce it into standard form equal to 2, then only you can able to write the given system of equations into this form. Okay, that is Ax equal to B. Now, we have to check this whether it is what is my A? A is 1, 2, 2, 3 and B is 2, 3 and X is what? Xy. Okay. So, now we have to check first. What we have to check? We have to check the determinant value. Okay. If determinant value is 0, then the matrix is singular, inverse may not exist, and we have to go for adjoint A into B is equal to 0 and adjoint A into B is not equal to 0. That two special cases we have discussed, no? On that basis we have to conclude whether it is consistent or inconsistent, remember. Okay. So, what is the determinant of this? 1, 2, 2, 3. So, find out the value. 3 minus 4 minus 1 which is not equal to 0. Therefore, the determinant is not equal to 0. Therefore, A is singular. Therefore, A inverse is exist, understand. Therefore, thus the given system of equations are consistent. Okay. That is how we can examine whether it is consistent or inconsistent. Okay. Similarly, we solve the second one. Yeah, we have another example. We have to examine whether it is consistent or inconsistent. Okay. So, now this can be written in the form of Ax is equal to B, where A is 3 minus 1 minus 2. There is no x here, okay. What you can do is 0. 0x plus 2y minus z is equal to minus 1. In that way you can assume it, okay. Don't answer there is no x, how can you write like this? Okay, how you can able to write that is, you just assume there is no x as we have x here, right. So, what you can do is 0 into x plus 2 I can write like that, right. So, then the coefficient of x will be 0, like that we can write 2 minus 1. Here coefficient of x 3, coefficient of y is minus 5, there is no z here. What you can do is plus 0 times z, that way you can think and write this entry as 0. This is what A, and what is x? X is x, y, z. What is B? And B is 2 minus 1, 3. Now, what you can do is, first we have to check whether the given matrix is singular or non-singular, okay. For that, how you are going to check is, take determinant of matrix A, that is 3 minus 1 minus 2, 0, 2 minus 1, 3 minus 5, 0. So, expand this, what you going to have is, I can expand through R1, that is 3 into, what are the signs which are associated with this, plus, minus, plus, 3 into, so delete the first row, first column, 2 into 0, 0, minus, what is this, minus 1 into minus 5 is 5, plus 5, right, minus of 5. So, minus of minus 1, that is plus 1, into, delete the second column, first row, 0, minus of minus 3, it will be plus 3, minus 2, 0, minus 6. What is the answer? The answer is minus 15, minus 5 into 3 is minus 15, 0 plus 3 is 3, 3 into 1 is 3, and here what is this? Plus minus 6, minus 6 into minus 2 is plus 12. Okay. See here, plus 3 plus 12 is 15, 15 minus 15 is 0. The determinant of the given, the determinant of matrix A is 0. Okay. So, what is the determinant now? 0. Therefore, A is what? Singular. Therefore, A, determinant of A is equal to 0. A is a singular matrix. Next, what you can do is we can find adjoint of A into B. we have to check adjoint of A into B is equal to 0 or not equal to 0. Okay, that is what we have to check. If it is not equal to 0, then the system of equations are inconsistent. Okay, so like that we have to do. So now we have to find what is adjoint of A. What is adjoint of A? The transpose of cofactor matrix, understand? Plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus, minus, plus. Take transpose. This is a coefficient matrix, okay? Sorry, cofactor matrix. This is a cofactor matrix. If you take the transpose of cofactor matrix, it will give the adjacent matrix. So now how are you going to find that? This entry we need to find, right? So what you can do is we just delete the first row, first column, 2 into 0 is 0, minus 5. Okay. And what is this? Next 0 minus of minus 3 is 3. Next this one 5 minus 6. So this is minus 6. Okay. Next row. Delete the first column and second row and take the determinant of this. Minus 1 into 0 is 0. Minus of minus 2 into minus 5 is 10. Minus of 10. Okay. Next is what? This one. Delete this one and this 0 minus of minus 6 is plus 6. Next, what is this? Minus 15 plus 3, minus 12. Okay. Next is this one. Minus 1 into minus 1 is 1. 1 minus of minus 4. So which is 1 plus 4. So here is 5. So next here what you can do is delete this column and this row, and 3 into minus 1 is minus 3, minus of minus 2 into 0 is 0, which is minus 3. Okay. So next this one, delete the third row and third column. 2 3s are 6, minus 0 into minus 1 is 0. So this entry is 6. Okay. So we got adjoint. If you take transpose, it gives the adjoint. Adjoint of A is equal to, you take transpose, minus 5, minus 3, minus 6, 10 plus 6 plus 12, minus into minus, 5 plus 3, 6. This is what? Adjoint of A. Now what we have to find is adjoint A into B. What is B? B is 2 minus 1, 3. So now you multiply. What is that? So 5 into minus 5 into 2 minus 10. First row, first column, minus 10 plus 15. Next, minus 6 plus 9. Next, minus 12, 6 3s are plus 18. So this is equal to, so minus 20 plus 15 is minus 5, minus 12 plus 9 is 3, minus 3. So now minus 24 plus 18 is minus 6. See, adjoint A into B is not equal to 0. Not equal to 0 in the sense it is not equal to a 0 matrix. Thus, what is the conclusion we can say from this is, therefore, the solution of given system of equation does not exist, or we can say the solution is not exist for the given system of equations. Hence we can say the system of equations are inconsistent. Understand? Okay. So therefore the given system of equations are inconsistence. Understand? Hope you understand. Since here we got determinant value 0, therefore it is singular. After that, what you have done? We have calculated determinant adjoint of A. After that, we have multiplied adjoint A with B. So, we got non-zero matrix. Therefore, with that condition we just we have discussed in case 2. So, according to that we can say that the system of equations are inconsistent. Understand? Similarly, we will do the other problem. This is another problem we have to check whether the given system of equations are consistent or inconsistent. First thing is we have to write the given system of equations in the matrix form. How we can write that is, we can write the given system of equations Ax equal to b, where A is 5 minus 1 4 2 3 5 5 minus 2 6. This is A, and what is x? xy, and what is b? b is 5 2 minus 1. Okay. See, before we get before we going to say whether the given system of equations are consistent or inconsistent, what we can do is first we have to check whether the A is singular or non-singular, the given matrix A. Okay. So, we have to check determinant of A is equal to determinant of 5 minus 1 4 2 3 5 5 2 minus 2 6. So, find the determinant value for this. 5 times I will expand through row 1. So, 5, you know the symbols plus minus plus. Okay. So, 3 6 18, minus of minus 10 is plus 10 plus 1 into this into this 12 minus 25 plus 4 into minus 4 minus 4 5 3 is 15. Okay. So, you can simplify this 5 28 plus 12 minus 25 minus 13 plus 4 times minus 19. So, you just calculate this. So, what you are going to have after simplification, you are going to have 5. Okay. So, therefore, what we can say is determinant of A is not equal to 0. Okay, you just simplify this, you just multiply and do the simplification. So, you will end up with 5 and 51 you are going to have 51. Therefore, we can say determinant A is not equal to 0. Therefore, what we can say, A is non-singular. Therefore, A inverse exists. Therefore, anyhow this is not equal to 0. Okay. So, now what is that conclusion we can say? Therefore, thus the given, so solution exists because determinant A is not equal to 0. Therefore, the given system of equations are consistent. So, this is how we can examine the system of equations are consistent or inconsistent. So, now we will solve system of linear equations, okay, by matrix method. Understand? So, that is important. See, here we have 2 equations. By using matrix method, we have to find the values for x and y, and here we can write the given system of equations as the form Ax is equal to B, understand, where you write what is A, what is B and what is X and all. What is A? 5, 2, from that 7, 3, okay. So, next what is that? What is X? X is what? XY, simple. And what is B? B is 4, 5, okay. So, now we want to find a solution for x and y. So, I can write this equation as you know that we have written x is equal to A inverse into B. So, remember this. So, that gives the solution of a system of equations. So, with this we can write, we have to find A inverse first. What is determinant of A? Determinant of A is the determinant of 5, 2, 7, 3, which is equal to 5, 3 is a 15 minus 2, 7s are 14. The value of the determinant A is 1. So, with this we can able to find what is that? We can find A inverse. What is A inverse? Adjoint A by determinant of A. For that we have to find adjoint of A. What is adjoint of A? So, it take the transpose of cofactor matrix, okay. As you know that how to find how to find cofactor matrix, right. So, for this, so delete first row first column, so 3, and delete first row second column 7, and delete first column second row, so it will be 2 and it will be 5, okay. So, transpose becomes what? Adjoint A now 3 minus 7 minus 2 5. This is what? Adjoint of A, okay. Next what you can do is we can find A inverse. What is A inverse? A inverse is 1 by determinant of A, formula, okay, adjoint A. So, what is this? Determinant value is 1. So, therefore, our A inverse is 1 into matrix 3 minus 2 minus 7 5, okay. So, we got A inverse. Next what you can find is you can make use of this one. So, you multiply A inverse with B, that gives the solution of the given system of equations, okay. So, what is that? We have x is equal to A inverse into B. So, x is equal to, that is capital X. What is A inverse? A inverse is 3 minus 2 minus 7 5 into B. What is B? B is 4 5. We have written no, B is 4 5. Now, you just multiply it. So, 3 4s are 12 minus 10 and minus 28, 4 7s are 28, 5 5s are 25. So, the matrix is 2 minus 3. What is capital X? You know that capital X is matrix xy. So, which is equal to 2 minus 3, which are equal matrices, right. So, with this we can conclude the value of x is 2 and the value of y is minus 3, understand. So, now you can verify your answer by putting these two values in one of the equation, and the equation should satisfy. So, now what is that? I can substitute in this. So, 5 into 2 plus 2 into minus 3 is equal to what? 10. 5 to the 10, okay, minus 6. What is the answer? 4. That is what here we have, okay. Hence, the values of x, y, z are correct. This is how we can verify our answers after finding the values of the variables. This is one of the method to find system of equations. We have so many methods, but for second PUC boys we have only matrix method. We have Gaussian methods, okay, which are a little bit deeper in that. So, do not worry about all those things, you just remember the matrix method. So, how to find a solution of the system of equations. First what you can do is, first you write the given system of equations in the form of Ax equal to b. From that I can write x is equal to A inverse into b. Find out A inverse. After finding calculating A inverse, what you can do is you can make use of this expression and you just multiply A inverse with b. That gives the values of the variables and that helps us to find the solution of system of equations. Similarly, we have 3 system of linear equations and we will do more problems on that in the next session. So, the problems are looking to be easy, so kindly practice on it. So, till then, Sai Ram. Thank you.